So I affirm the following idea, or statement, of, oh no you didn't. My first reason is that it's useful. You're basically letting the person who opposes you, let them know that what they just did was out of line, and they're probably going to pay for it within the next few moments. It can be very useful in letting your opponent know what's going to happen, and by the time they realize it, it's already happening. And it's probably not pretty. My second point is that it's a way of people exerting their self-confidence. By saying, oh no you didn't, you're saying that I didn't like what you did, and I'm awesome, so I'm going to do something about it. That I'm above you, that I mean, especially when you follow it up with the finger snapping, and the hip out, and the weight shifted. And my other reason is that it's an iconic battle cry. You look back, and nothing happens before one saying, oh no you didn't. Then things go down. That is when stuff happens. And notice I'm replacing stuff and things with a possible another word. But oh no you didn't goes all the way back through history. It was used since the beginning of time. Used in a way of, as I said, self-confidence. Letting someone know what's going to happen. And it's actually perfect because they have to stop and think about it for a split second. Think about what's he mean by that. And then you figure it out because then it hits you. Literally. See, oh no you didn't is the perfect statement. Because you're even being respectful to your opponent, the one who opposes you. You're letting them know that what's going to happen, rather than making it a surprise. You're telling them what you're going to do, and then you do it. And that is why I stand in affirmation of this statement.
All right. Cross-examination.
Does the phrase, quote, oh no you didn't, end quote, always have to come after a mistake, or is it used in general conversation?
I mean, because people can use it whenever they want. I mean, obviously, some situations are better than others.
But is it logical for the scope of this debate to be that a mistake must be made before this phrase is said?
For it to make sense in the context, I mean, you could say whatever you want.
Okay, okay. And could you give us a demonstration of the exuding confidence, physical manifestations that you described, specifically the hip thrusting and the finger snapping?
Oh, if you would like. Oh no, you didn't!
Specifically the 3 snaps then, not the 4 snap style, specifically 3.
In the Z formation.
Z form 3, I like the style, sir. And it's a battle cry, correct? So does that infer that there's going to be some sort of retribution after it?
It's a possible way of using it as a battle cry.
Okay, is there any response to the phrase, oh no you didn't?
More of a reaction rather than a response.
And that is time. All right. When that cut starts now.
Oh yes, the phrase, oh no you didn't, can be used in response to, you did something that I didn't like. But there's a response to that. There's a response to the phrase, oh no you didn't, and it's, oh yes I did! It is the eternal response to this question, and that's what we should be voting on right now. Not, oh no you didn't. Oh, that's just something that people say to each other because, oh, I'm offended. I'm going to represent it through my speech. Yes I did means I'm standing my ground, baby. Like, you better get on my level. You better come and at me, because I've fists raised and I'm ready to tussle. That's what this is about, and that's what we should be focusing on. Because, oh no you didn't is not a battle cry, hon. Oh no you didn't is a response. Oh yes I did is the battle cry. What do you hear before a confrontation? I ask you this. It's oh yes I did. It's the statement that says, I'm not taking any of your bowl, and if you want it, you can take it somewhere else. That is what we should be focusing on. Not, oh no you didn't. Oh no you didn't's just the question. Oh yes I did is the response. It's the punchline. Literally. It's what is the fulmination and the full frontation of this confrontation that we have developed here. This is what we need to be working on. This is what we need to focus on. We can't side with the F because, oh yes we did side with the neg. Oh no we didn't side with the F. Oh yes we did side with the neg. Sing it with me people. Oh no we didn't side with the F. Oh yes we did side with the neg. It is the eternal response. It is the only response. We can't say, oh no we didn't without, oh yes we did. And that is why the neg is gonna win this debate. Oh yes I just did.
Okay, so fun is, oh no you didn't have a question.
Oh no you didn't is almost always followed by a question mark. It's not grammatically correct, but as we all know, the English language, especially American mutated English, is riddled with holes on grammatical errors.
Thank you. Approximately how long does it take to say, oh yes I did?
It's about one, or I would say that the expression n minus 1, where n being the time it took to say, oh no you didn't, would be the appropriate response for the time it's to say, oh yes I did.
Would you say 3 seconds is...
if oh no it took 4 seconds, then oh yes I did would take 3. Well, you know, it's almost over. We've done all we could, I mean, quite honestly. Oh yeah, I did. Did you? Oh, well, I'm sure.
I mean, I guess.
I was going to say, well, isn't this a thing?
All right. And now, 1 minute rebuttal.
I'm going to say why I believe I have won this debate today. Because my opponent says that, oh yes I did is the declarative sentence that follows. But the only issue with that is if you can utter it out before I knock your lights out. You see, because oh no you didn't is the declarative statement, and oh yes I did is the reaction, by the time he reacts, he will already have a fist in the side of his face. As I can spend as much time as I want on saying, oh no you didn't. I can drag it out to, oh no you didn't. But he doesn't have 3 seconds before I knock his lights out. He says that it's literally the punchline. Oh no he didn't, because that helps me. It is the punchline, because that is when you get hit. In conclusion, I think I've won this debate because his only point was that you can say, oh yes I did, but you cannot, because I can knock you out.
All right, immediate rebuttal. Go for it.
So I'm going to go over my opponent's case before touching on mine and then giving this to the voters. So his entire case is based off of the statement that, oh no you didn't, is some sort of eternal phrase that is always the beginning. And because it's the beginning, well then he can just react while I'm saying, oh yes I did. And quite honestly, he really can't. Because if he wants to try to get his fist ready and pump it into action and get to me, I would have already said, oh yes I did 100,000 times, because oh yes I did is a powerful statement. It breaks barriers, sound, light, it doesn't matter. I will get it out before you even have a chance to get on my level. That is how it is. Oh yes I did is always the response, because if you just say, oh no I didn't, and you punch, that's not civil. That's not chivalrous either. You always wait for your opponent to be able to respond. It is proper and civil debate that we do that. And that is what we need to focus on here. What is proper and civil? Oh no we didn't, it's not civil. Oh yes we did, it is!
All right, gentlemen.